The most important thing and magic is happening in scrims, not on stage. We play stage 2 hours per week, and we play like 24 games during the week on practice. And practice is the most important. Games on LCS just a little bit of everything. So that's why if you have 10-man roster, I think it brings a lot of good things.
Hey everyone, this is Pool Party Darius from the Shotcaller, joined here by Jactroll after a 2-0 week, a hard-fought week, I felt like. What do you think of Kikis coming in and the whole team chemistry right now?
Kikis brings a lot of good stuff to the team. I think his playstyle is a little bit different than Gilius one, but they're almost the same type of character, like the leader of early game, and that's why it doesn't make that much difference in our dynamic, but it still brings some good things that I will not tell in the interview. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we have another Polish jungle support duo in the league. The last time that happened in the ULCS, things went very well, very well. So can we expect big things from Vitality at Worlds potentially?
Yeah, first we need to get to there, But H2K didn't win LCS, but I think we aim for it for sure. And that's our goal for sure. It's going to be tough this year. I thought it's going to be easier to get towards because Misfits weren't that good in the spring split. And I thought like top 3 teams, Fnatic, us, and G2 are set almost to go towards because I didn't think I was placed highly anyway. But now with Misfits on the, how do I say it?
On the horizon?
Yeah, on the horizon, it's pretty stacked, I would say.
I would definitely agree, and even though Splice had a rough first 2 weeks, they've been doing well since. Schalke look good. So it's going to be really interesting for playoffs. So do you think that there's a bit of a Splice Vitality rivalry? Because there's always like that battle between you two teams and, the battle for third last split.
Oh, hard to say because I'm not sure about the narrative myself. But it's always fun to play against Splice because they're like a team of veterans and we are a team of rookies. And it's a fun combination. I always enjoy to play against them. Last time we got stomped really hard. I was actually really depressed with my gameplay because I think I played really bad that game. But we'll see what future brings. Hopefully we meet them in playoffs so we can revenge.
Would be super exciting for sure. Yeah, I can already see the headlines. What about you having a rivalry with Giants, maybe against your former team, kind of thing? Maybe could that be a rivalry, Giants versus Vitality?
No, not really. I just always enjoy to win against Giants because I think they're a good organization. I was there, and yeah, hopefully I will not see them in the franchise next year. Because there will be a lot of good teams that can bring really beautiful things to our LCS. So I think this is the last split of Giants. About the players, as we can see, they improve for sure, but they are not playoffs contenders.
I mean, given the standings, that's pretty fair to say for sure. I feel like Joko has really stepped up. I think he should be, getting his spot in the future. Even though, like yesterday, that Camille was
questionable, I would say.
he tried to hookshot an enemy champion. I think it was one time it was Jizuku, one time it was Kabusha. It was like
first time, by the way. But yeah, I think if actually Joko didn't troll on Camille, they would be really ahead in the early game, even though they were, but they would be massively ahead. And actually they had the game in their favor, but they played really bad, so we could just come back.
Yeah, I could already see the headlines, Vitality sub in, Kikis lose first game, and then everything goes downhill from there. Like everything on the analyst desk and stuff. Oh, should they bring in back Gilius and stuff like that? But luckily, at the end of the day, it worked out for you guys.
Yeah, but I want to say that it's not like we gave up on Gilius. I already said that in interview on live, But we just thought that Kikis will fit better in this week, and we'll see in the upcoming week what happens. But I just want to say that we still think about Gilius really highly.
I mean, but Yamato said openly it's a 6-man roster, and I think that's very good. I think that's perfect to have. We saw it with Soas and Bwipo on Fnatic. So is it like a Soas and Bwipo situation?
Kind of. I mean, I don't know from the inside because I'm not a Fnatic member, but I would say something like this, yeah.
Could we see more like 6, 7, 8-member rosters in the future? Because Misfits are also doing it, and I've been talking to their substitutes and coaches, and it worked really well for them.
I can tell you from inside of Africa Freaks that they have even 12 or 11 11-man roster, and it worked really well in their gaming house. And I think that's something that we can see in the next year if organization will take seriously academies. I'm not sure if it's coming to EU academies or not, but if it's coming, then I think it's worth to consider 10-man roster in ULSS, because maybe in best of one it's not that big of a deal, but the most important thing and magic is happening in scrims, not on stage. We play stage 2 hours per week, and we play like 24 games during the week on practice. And practice is the most important. Games on LCS just a little bit of everything. So that's why if you have 10-man roster, I think it brings a lot of good things.
I'm very happy to hear you say that practice is so important, because there was a little bit of a discussion which I found really annoying. So Romain Biger, former Unicorns of Love manager now with Optic Gaming, put out how practice culture in NA is really bad, and that's the number one thing holding NA back. And then Thorn just quote tweeted saying, no, that's complete bullshit, because Ronaldinho always showed up to his games and was perfect without practice. But it's like, it's Ronaldinho, I don't know if you know football, but it's like the guy was a pure talent, pure magician.
I remember I was watching highlights of Ronaldinho because I used to want to be a football player, and it was really inspiring to me to watch this guy,
Yeah, I mean, absolute magician. I have a signed jersey from him from his Barcelona days. It's one of my best possessions for sure. It's a huge fan. Yeah, it was from a match when they kicked my team out of the Champions League. So it was kind of like it was. So he did it was a 1-0 victory for Barcelona against Werder Bremen, and it was a legendary free kick because it was like 25 yards out, and the wall jumped up, and he put it below the wall, and it just went in.
Oh yeah, I remember that goal. Yeah, it was really insane.
Really insane. It's like, I was watching that. I was like, how do you make this up? That's so insane.
Some players were doing insane free kicks. I remember Roberto Carlos from Real Madrid. This guy is a defender, and I still remember that goal when he rotated the ball so insanely. Like, I still see the picture of it.
I think we all do. We all do. It's beautiful. What position did you want to play? Or did you play?
I wanted to be actually the defender, and then goalkeeper. Actually, I was a good sportsman in the school. I was more... the football was like the elementary school, but then I turned out to be a really good handball player. And I even had an offer to go to the abroad school with the handball league, with the handball team that is in the first league in Poland. When I was like 13 to their academy. But then, like in elementary school, you have smaller ball, in the handball. And then if you go to second school, the ball is bigger. Yeah. So my hands were just too small to handle the ball. And I just had to cancel this offer. But I was super interested because I was a really good handball player.
Damn, that's a bit unlucky. I remember Crepper once saying, I always used to be a really good goalkeeper, but the older I grew, the wider the goalpost did. And so I just decided to do the same thing, but it didn't work out that well. Something like that. Maybe it was Shock saying that, but friendly banter.
Yeah, for sure.
So do you guys do like sports activities in the team in your free time?
We attend to the gym. We are working with the physios from France, and I'm pretty happy with the cooperation with them. I already lost some kilograms. I see improvement in my behavior and how my mind works during the practice, because I used to be really tired during the practice in spring split, and my meal plans were not that good. I used to eat a lot of bad stuff, and now I'm feeling really good every day. And I think activities are something that used to be underrated in the past, but I think many teams realize now that it's a big part of the success.
So one last thing, I want to wish your grandpa a happy birthday. He's here today, I would assume, or no?
No, today he actually couldn't come, but he came yesterday.
Yeah. Nice picture with you.
This picture actually shows a lot of emotions, positive vibes, and I just couldn't wait to post that picture on my social medias because I think it's really insane picture. And shout out to Michał Konkol because he's the author of it, our LCS photographer.
Yeah, he's amazing. We also use his photographies, of course. Shout out to Michał. Is there anything you want to say to the fans?
Yeah, sure. I want to say in Polish message to my grandpa. Dziadku, kocham cię, rób dalej co robisz, bo naprawdę jesteś z tym wspaniały i dziękuję, że jesteś.
Very nice. Thank you. This was Jactroll and Pool Party Darius from the Shotcaller. I hope you had a good day. See you then. Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, and I hope you just enjoyed that video. This is a generic end card, of course, so make sure to click here for a different interview, or here for a different interview, or about here to subscribe to the Shotcaller. We very much appreciate your support, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.